Hello there and welcome to the Mobile Academy. And if you want to become a job ready Flutter developer, make sure to check out the courses on my website mobileacademy.io. Here you will find all of the courses related to the Flutter development. You will find the professional course as well as the basic course related to the Flutter. You can also find some of the free courses over here if you want to just go and try it out, or if you are just a beginner on the Flutter and then the React Native, you can also find the free course over here. And if you would like to be a full stack developer, we also have the course related to the full stack developer, related to the Node.js, Express, MongoDB, as well as the Flutter over here. And if you would like to join the Flutter bootcamp, there is also a bootcamp course over here. So make sure to go and check out the course over here. There are free and then the paid course. And if you want to be a job ready Flutter developer, this is the course that you want to take. So see you guys on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day.
Yeah, hello there and welcome back, and let us continue with our lesson over here. And this is the Flutter clean architecture with the Riverpod project over here. We will be building a Flutter application using the clean architecture with the Flutter Riverpod over here. And this is not a beginner course, so if you are a complete beginner, or if you are not familiar with the Flutter as well as the Riverpod over here, then this course is not for you. So this is really not a beginner friendly course, and if you want to learn some basic concept, make sure to go and check out my other courses over here, and you should be good to go with that one. But for this particular course, it is required to have some Flutter development experience, maybe a 6 months, 1 year, or even more than that would be good. And also the Riverpod, or the knowledge of the Riverpod is required. And if you are not sure about how to use the Flutter Riverpod, make sure to go and check out my course on that one. I have a full course regarding the Flutter Riverpod as well. And that's just the thing that you have to know about this. That is the prerequisite for this particular course. So let us get started, and welcome to the Flutter clean architecture course with the Flutter Riverpod. So let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let's continue with our lesson over here, and in this particular lesson, let us go and see how we can refactor this particular the interceptor that we have over here, which is of the network service interceptor, to implement a single responsibility principle over here, which is the very important principle once we are following the clean architecture over here. So let's go to our project over here, and I'll go to the remote itself, and let's create the new folder over here, and let's call this one as the token. You can give any name depending on your requirement, but let me just keep it as a token, and I'll create the one interface which is of the token, the token service over here, dot file. And let's just go and create the another one that will be of the implementation of this particular interface, that will be of the token service over here. Let's go to the token, and let's create the abstract class over here. So abstrct abstract, and this will be of the abstract interface. So I'll create the pure interface using the dot interface class, and that will be of the token service over here. Let's add the two function or the method for now, or the abstract method over here, get access token, and then one is to refresh token. So we also require to store it, not only to get the access token, but also to store the access token as well, right? So that will be of the future, because it's not going to return us anything. I'll just go and say this is of the void, and I'll just go and say save the token over here, and it will be, we will pass in the access token as well as the refresh token. So let's just go and arrange it a bit clearly over here. So one is to get access token, one is to set the token, which is of the access token and refresh token, and one is to refresh the token over here. and another one is to future, and this will be also of the type of the void. And let's say clear the token that we can have over here, and that should be, I guess, good enough. So we also need one more, which is of the get the not the access token. This will be of the refresh token as well. So get the access token, refresh token, save the token, clear the token, and then this will be of, okay, so let's just go and move it down. Sorry for that, it should be, and let's try to arrange this one properly over here, and this will be to refresh the token, and I need to pass in the string, and it can be of the nullable type, and I need to pass in the refresh token. And if you go back to our interceptor that we have, let's just go to the network service interceptor. We have an option to refresh the token that we already have created, which is of refresh token, where we need to pass the refresh token and then they store the access token, that is of this one, save the token, and then we have the clear the access token that we have set up over here. And as well as to, let's go and see what we need over here to read that particular token. So we are also reading the refresh token, and also we are reading the access token over here. So we have that particular functionality extracted to this particular interface over here. Now let's go to our token service over here, and let's go and create the let's not create the final, let's just go and create the class which will be of the token service over here. Sorry for that, it should be of the class over here, class token service, and I need to import the iToken service over here. Let's just close it, and we need to override all of our functionality, which is of the 5 missing overrides. So let's just go and override this one over here. And the first thing, to refresh the token, we require the DO. So let's take it as a dependency, a constructor, provide it through the constructor. So do underscore the do over here. And also we require the secure storage, right? So let's just go and import the secure storage as the secure storage. And now let's create the constructor for this one, right? So the token service required the, or it depends on the DO as well as the secure storage over here. So later we need to provide it as a constructor dependency over here. And let's go and see how we can clear this particular token over here. So this should be of the asynchronous call over here, and here what we need to do is we need to go and delete our access token key. Just import this and then the refresh token. So we need to clear this particular token, delete, and I guess that we have already implemented over here, which is to delete the access token and refresh token. So we just have to move that one over here. And next is to get the access token. So I guess here we don't require, so let's just make it as a simple and directly return it from here, the secure storage, and let's just go and close it over here. And I guess this is giving us some error, so it can return I guess it's going to return us the nullable type over here. So let's just go and make this one as the nullable, and for this one to make it nullable, so I also need to make this one as the nullable type, and get the refresh token can also be of the nullable type. So let's just go back over here, and this is to get the access token, and to get the refresh token I will do the same thing, just return inline from here, and we'll just call it as a secure storage, and then I just need to go and check this one. That should be good enough. So now we are going to return access token and as well as the refresh token over here. Next is to refresh our token over here. How we can refresh this one is, let's just go back to our interceptor code, and let's just copy the whole code from here. Sorry for that. Let's just copy the whole code from here. Let's go back over here and we need to refresh it over here. And let's just go and paste it over here. So first thing that I need to make this one as a asynchronous call over here. And do dot the post over here. It's not going to return final or response for now. And now we have this one, so we need a refresh token, so that is of this one. So let's just go and pass this one out over here. So now we got the response, which is the map, and then the type is of the string, and then the dynamic over here. So what we need to do over here is we need to map this one as well. So if you go over here, once we call this particular refresh token over here, and here we got the response, and now we have that particular, we need to map this one with this one over here, right? So let's just go back over here and let's try to arrange this one a bit properly over here. Final, and I'll just go and not the final. So I guess we need to check for the condition. So let's say if there is some error, so status code is of the 200, or we can just say success over here. The status code is of success, which is of the 200 over here, and that means that we have successfully received the response back from the server. So what we need to do is from here we can just return this one over here, right? Just copy this one from here, and what we need to do is I need to return this one, the refresh token response. So let me import that from JSON, and I need to pass in the response over here. So response dot the data, I guess, and a valid type of refresh token can't be written from here. So refresh token, okay, so I need to return this one from here, sorry, not that particular string. So I will go and refactor this one as well, and let's just go and import that one. So let's go back over here now, and now we have this particular refresh token. So let's just go and close it over here. I also need to close it over here. And if that is not the case, if in the else section, so that we may get some error, and I'll just go and throw something from here. So let's just go and throw the do exception, I guess, and let's just go and try to send out something different from here. Maybe we'll just go and see the request option and then the response. Let's just get it. I guess this will be much more better over here, because it's requires the request option, so we can just grab it from the response itself, and then it also requires the response, so we can just grab this one as well and just pass it over here. So now this should be good enough, and now next we have to store the access token. So here we'll just go and make use of the, okay, so we can just go and call this one future.await. So we will just go and run this one asynchronously over here, and that should be good enough. So I guess let's just go and make this one as the asynchronous as well over here. And this, okay, so I guess we can remove this one. So okay, that should be fine. So now all of our functionality is already done. So what we can do is we can also implement the same logic in our here. So let's just go and replace this one as well, and I just need to go and replace this two with our this one over here. Okay, so I need to clear this one out over here. So I guess that should be the one. So could not interfere the parameter future, the wait, and I guess this one. So I need to remove this one from here. Sorry for that. So now let's just go and add these two over here. So just go and run it both sequentially over here, not sequentially, asynchronously over here. And that should be good enough for us for now. And now what we can do is let's go back to our network service over here, and let's go on to the top over here. We don't require now the iSecure storage over here. What we require is the token, right? So token service over here, and that will be of the token service over here. DO we still require, so let's just go and say this is of the token service over here. And let's go down over here. Now what we need to do is, instead of reading from the security storage, we need to get the refresh token over here. So I just can remove this one from here as well. So let's just go and remove that. It's going to give us the access token, not the refresh token, sorry for that. Get the access token over here, and that should be good enough. So what we have to do now, we also need to this one. So we require a refresh token over here. Get the refresh token over here, and let's go down over here. And now I guess we will remove these two from here. So let's just go and remove all of this from here, and let's go top over here. So now we can just go and call the token service dot clear the token, and then store over here. So to store it, we have to pass in the token service dot save the token, and in the save token we have to provide the access token and then the refresh token over here. That should be good as well. And now here we need to refresh that one, so that will be token service and then the refresh over here. So we don't have to pass, I guess, this one over here. So we just need to pass in the refresh token over here. And in the refresh token, what we have to do is we don't have to go and do all of the stuff, because we have already done. This is the correct response that we are getting back over here. So let's just go and remove this one from here. Once we get the refresh token, now we can access actually this two from here. Let's just move outside of this one from here, and this will be of, okay, so I can just go and say this is of the result itself, so we don't have to change any other thing. So we got the result, and then we got access token, and then the refresh token over here. And once we got that, we can just go and save this two over here. Let's just go and call this one, save it once we have that. And now I can just go and remove this one. Let's just go and clear it out, this one over here. And once we save the access token and refresh token, what I can do is I can just move out this section. I don't have to go and check that particular condition, and this should be of the final, I guess, final option. Let's just go and try to rearrange this one, and then we just go and pass in the option that the header, authorization, bearer, and then the new access token that we get. And then we'll just go and pass in the previous. So let's go and handle the refresh token over here. So just call the previous request with the new access token over here. This is the same that we have done previously over here. And the next thing is that we have the response status. I guess that should be fine. Once we have the status code, if the refresh token is expired, then we are going to clear it out our access token and refresh token, and later we need to redirect user to the login screen if we clear it out the token over here. And I guess we don't have to manually set this up for now, and I guess I'll just comment out this one for now, and it should be good enough, I guess. So we don't want to go and manually set the response. I guess this status code should already contain the refresh token expired, so we don't have to go and manually set up over here. Maybe if it is not the status code that we require, then we will update it manually, but it's not always a good practice to go and change the response header manually in this way. But for now, let's just go and remove it from here. And in case later if it doesn't work, we'll come back to this particular class again, and then we'll just go and continue with or refactor this again. So let's just go and take a look over here what we have to do over here. Next is we need to provide our token service. So for the token service we need to create the provider as well. So let's just go and remove all of this. This is not required, so unused one, let's remove this one as well. And now let's go back to our token service, and we need to create the provider over here. So let's create the provider itself over here, and that will be the token service provider. Let's import the Flutter Riverpod, and I'll just make this one as the family provider because I need to provide the DU over here. And let us import the DU over here. So let's just go and fix this one. So let's add the, okay, so where is that? So I can't find that particular DU. So let's just go and import our DU over here. So let's just go and say DU, and that should be over here. It should not that one. So let's just go and say this is of the DU over here. And now from here I need to return this one. So let's just go and return over here, and this is of the not the token service. I need to make it as an interface. I hope I have already mentioned that why we need to provide the type is as the interface, not the concrete class over here. That is also one of the clean architecture principle that we will follow over here, which is of the dependency inversion over here. We are trying to return the type, return type is of the interface, not the concrete class over here. And now what I have to do over here is I need to provide the DU as well. And the next option is to provide the secure storage. So let's just go and import the provider over here. And what I can do over here is for this one, I can extract it to out of this one, and I'll just go and say the secure storage and just pass it over here. So that should be good enough. And I guess I don't have, okay, so I have already imported that, sorry for that. So that should be good enough. And now what I will do over here is I need to go and get that one final, and that will be of the token service, and that will be of the token service provider, and we just need to provide that particular DU that we are receiving as the params over here, and just replace this the secure storage with the token service over here. That should be good enough. So now I don't require this particular secure storage. I can remove that, and also let's just go and remove this one from here as well. And now we are good to go over here. So now you can see that we have fixed that our previous written the refactor of our code, which is to implement the single responsibility principle over here. So I guess that's all for this particular lesson. We have no way to actually go and test this one out currently, but later once we connect to the API, and at that time we will come back over here and we will see if it is working. If not, then we'll try to fix this one as well. But for now, I hope you understand how we can refactor our code to implement a single responsibility over here. And now if you take a look as a network service interceptor, it has only option to go and intercept that particular HTTP the request over here. And if there is an error over here, we are going to go and refresh that token, right? But this class doesn't have a responsibility of refreshing it and accessing the token, clearing of the token. That we have already moved on to the separate class which will handle all of the token related stuff over here, like clearing the token, storing the token, refreshing our token, and all of the stuff. So this class has only the responsibility related to the token, and our network service interceptor has only the responsibility to intercept the error as well as on request over here. So this is the what we have to do over here, And in case you want to go and refactor much more level over here, the higher level of extraction, like extracting this particular refresh token to a separate class, that's up to you. But just keep in mind, you don't have to be so extreme over here, right? So I guess this is already good enough. So we have already moved all of our responsibility to separate class it over here. So that's all for this particular lesson, and we will meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day.